Hello, and today we are going to be learning about movie clips. Now, movie clips are really interesting because you can play a timeline within the timeline. That can be confusing when saying it, but trust me, it will make sense when I show you. So again, we're going to click on ActionScript 2. Now, for this demonstration, I'm actually going to make a car with moving wheels because it makes it really easy. So, first thing I'm going to get you to do is double click on the layer and rename this wheels. Click on the first keyframe. Now I'm actually going to create some wheels. Now they don't need to be perfect. They actually won't look right if they're perfect. So I'm just going to hold this down. Remember what I said about those arrows. If they're there, there is something else there. So oval tool, I'm going to make it grey. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter how big you make it, so I'm going to make it quite big. Then I'm going to make another one to go on top of that, that's black. And now it might feel like I'm doing it a bit wonky, but to be honest, you won't get the effect of the wheel moving if it isn't a bit wonky. And then I'm just going to put a little gold bit in the middle. There we go. And if I feel like being arty, which I do always, I'm just going to do a couple of little lines. Oh, the same colour. A little bit darker. Couple of lines. Oh, Control Z, or you can go edit undo. I'm just going to zoom in and I'm just going to create some little tyre stuff here. Now don't get too carried away with this. I mean, you will be having your own chance to create your own animation next lesson, where you'll be able to use the tutorials that we've had to date to actually create your own mini animation. And I'm just going to keep on going around and around and around. Da, da, da. Again, it's not perfect. You are able to spend more time with this once you've done it and next lesson. But at the moment we're just kind of demonstrating it, so do not get hurt in this. And I'm just going to put, just because for style. Okay, and then I'm going to zoom back out 100, and there is my wheel. Now I'm going to select the whole thing. Now just to demonstrate that again, I'm going to click off it and go all around it. Alternatively, I could just click the layer, right click, convert to symbol, and I'm going to make this a movie clip and call it wheel. Okay, so I've gone right clicked, convert to symbol, called it wheel, and made it a movie clip. And okay. Now you notice you won't be able to paint this now. It's become one symbol. If you want to edit anything, you've got to go inside. Now you know you're inside a movie clip because it will come up with this. So just to demonstrate that again, double click, we're in a movie clip. Now I'm going to create a motion tween. So I'm going to go in frame 20, right click, insert keyframe, and then in between those two keyframes I'm going to right click, create classic tween, and then here it says auto rotate. I'm actually just going to change it so like that. Now see, it will rotate, and I can make it faster or quicker by changing the amount of times I want it to rotate. So I'm going to do 4 da, 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 da. So just press enter. Actually, 4 is a bit much. Let's just make this 2. Okay, now when I'm done, I'm just going to click like that. So now I'm back in it, and it's only one layer. Now it's not going to move here like the other tweening, but if I go Control, Test Scene, see? It's going to go round and round and round. So it is constantly moving. Now a car normally has 2 of these, so I'm going to use this tool, okay, the free transform, and I'm going to make this smaller, move it here, and in the library I'm going to have it suddenly there. Anything you create will go there, and I'm just going to make that smaller again. If I wanted it perfect, you can press Control. I didn't, but I'm quite happy with these. And there we go. So I've created the wheels to my car. So the next bit I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this down, create a new layer, and actually just create a car. Yeah, car. Now you could do a car any way you want, but this is a chance for you to really experiment with those drawing tools. So I've got the line tool here. Click on properties to get this up, and I am just going to create a basic shape. Now I expect your car to be 10 times better than mine, okay, because I'm not going to be spending a huge amount of time on this because I don't want to waste your time. So click selection tool. Now you see this little arrow? See that arrow? That means it's actually to drag the corners. Now you see this where it goes into a little curve? If you hover over it, that is for you to be able to create a curve. Okay, and I'm just going to create, mine won't look that impressive, but it does the job. And I want you to be able to see how it will look. I do expect a far better car than mine. Doesn't have to be a car. You can have a tractor, you can have anything that needs wheels. I'm not making you do a car. And I'm just going to fill it in. Paint bucket tool. Now, if it doesn't always fill in, if you go down here, it says don't close large gaps, close large gaps. And that will close all the large gaps. If you want to do some fancy shadowing, you can always use the paintbrush. And if I had more time, I'd spend more time doing this. And then just on the corners to create a cool kind of shadow effect. Again, it's not necessary, but if you feel a bit arty, you can. So there's my car. It's not great, but it'll do. Now, obviously I want the wheels on top of it, so I can just drag this down like that. And then Control Test Scene. And there we go. Your movie clip animation.